FNL Vintage. Retro runway footage. Resurfaced interviews. And style archives. Revisit iconic collections. And celebrities. Of fashion seasons past.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
How's your collection coming along?
I'm not doing that.
Oh, the
I
last
do other things.
So what are you doing?
I have a line coming out on QVC in the summer. Stop moving back.
I'm trying to get closer to you.
Ugh, this guy, all he wants to do is get f***ed, I swear to God. Do you guys f*** all day long, every day? Because he's so horny.
Oh my God.
Who are these stalkers over there?
I
blog on, here's my resume. Right now I'm blogging on L.com for Elle Magazine. Do I look at them? Do I look at you?
You can look wherever you want.
I blog on Elle Magazine. I teach. Well, I live in Philadelphia and I teach at Philadelphia University in the fashion program there.
Okay,
so that's good. I love that. And then I have a line coming out on QVC in the summer, and I have my documentary 11 Minutes is coming out in April at the Philadelphia Film Festival, Miami, New York.
Cool.
So that will be fun. You should see that.
Now,
I'm still designing, but it takes a lot of money.
Right.
And I'm just gathering money now.
Cool. I was talking with Carson Kressley, and he said
Ooh,
they had
I like him.
Yeah, hot stuff, right?
No, but he's nice. He's like a
he
nice
is.
guy.
He
I'm
told-
not attracted. I don't like blondes.
He said that prior to your show starting the last couple seasons ago when I spoke to you last, that he took you outside and he was like, okay, sister, breathe, relax, and then...
Did he?
Yeah, that's what...
Oh, I was freaking out. So he probably did.
We're backstage at the Tracy Reese show. It just ended. I'm with the Three Graces. Their album is about to launch. I want you to first introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Hello, I'm Joy.
And I'm Kelly.
Tell me all about the album. Tell me about the music, the everything.
Well, it's going to be really exciting. We're a new group on Decca Universal, and I guess you would call it classical crossover, but it's sort of a new formula. It blends three different genres of music. I come from the Broadway world, Joy is from the opera world, and Kelly is from the pop world, and we found a mix of the three. So it's something new.
And where did the inspiration come from for the album?
We met so much about all the different songs that we recorded. We had the opportunity to write two of them for ourselves, which was a lot of fun and really helped us find different parts for everyone with our different vocal textures. And it's really been an amazing experience.
And then you have a pop background. How did you pull from that for the album?
You know what? I was able to do a lot of the stuff that pop singers aren't able to do on pop music anymore, which is, really belt, do the, the old school pop, the amazing melodies, the feeling behind what you're singing. And that's what we really, capture in our music is the feeling and the emotion and just the strength of women.
The last time we spoke, if I remember correctly, you were working on some scripts or book. Your husband was there.
Yeah,
He was in front of the house. Last season.
It was busy. It's still that busy. I was planning to do a second book, which I think is going to happen this summer. I just finished a script that I'm going to be directing, and we're kind of putting that all together right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get to it late this spring. I just finished a movie with Lawrence Fishburne called Blackwater Transit. It's a really cool kind of action thriller set in New Orleans right after the storm that I think is going to be unbelievable. Carl Urban's in it from Born Supremacy. And I'm about to shoot a 1-hour comedy special. So it's a good...
With who?
With myself. That's how I got started in the business as a stand-up. I've been doing it since I was
I should have known that.
Yeah, we're good. It's fine. Oh, I should have Wikipedia'd me right before I ran up on you now.
Exactly. I was bumping into like, this is Aisha Taylor. Who's that?
No, so it's how I got Talk Soup. It's kind of how I got into Friends, and I took a lot of time off because I was doing all this really great drama work and had this break and had all this interest and just thought this was a great time to do it. It kind of came fortuitously. I was planning to do it, and then the strike happened, and so I've just been out on tour getting ready for it. It's been awesome.
And hopefully the strike will end soon. I heard
the
something
strike's going to end really soon, so I think at the end of the week, which everyone is really excited about.
Alec is sitting here with a purse, and I wanted to ask her all about it and ask her what she's doing. So, how's everything going, Alec?
Oh, good. I'm working on different projects. Modeling, obviously, in moderation, but it's always lovely to do Diane's show. I mean, it's ever so fresh and just celebrating women. I mean, can you say more? So, and also with my handbags, WEC 1933. I'm on my 6th year now.
Can I see? Let's pick it up.
This is the D bag, small, and this is for this collection for fall. So it's keeping.
And you designed this yourself?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So all the years of modeling and being backstage and being involved, now you're putting that into your bag so the people that are like your fans, let's say, now they can see.
Well, you have to evolve. You can't just be the same woman forever. I mean, it's just part of life. So, 5 years into modeling, it was like I needed to revisit all the things that I really love and enjoy doing. And I'm a painter in heart, so since I was a little girl.
I didn't know that.
Yes. So that's
Is there a website people can go to get more information on the bag? And then I want to know about the book, too.
Absolutely. You could go to www.alecwec1933 at AOL.com. Sorry.
Okay. So www.alecwec
1933.com.
Okay. So alecwec1933.com.
1933 is my father's birthday, and he was very dear to me. So, yes, you could see the book on there. There's a link as well. That has kept me as well inspired in a way, just revisiting and going back home. So.
Cool. Now, what advice would you give to other models that are trying to get involved in the same type of industry which you're extremely well established in?
I mean, be realistic. That's how I see it. And just make sure you're enjoying it and you're having fun. What may work for me may not work for another woman. What may work for another girl may not work for the other. So you just have to be realistic, and then the rest will come. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So we're backstage, and this is actually where we capture the celebrities. These are colleagues of ours.
Right.
They're here. Their job is to capture amazing images of these different celebrities and socialites that come through, as my job is to actually interview them. But I wanted to give my viewers kind of like a backstage glimpse and one-on-one with another fellow colleague of mine, and kind of see what his experiences are and the craziest things that have happened to him and what it's really like back here when the celebrity comes through. So just come on, fill us all in.
It's just crazy. I mean, either you're sitting around all day doing nothing, or you're like running around for hours, like trying to find somebody, and you never know what's going to happen next. You never know if you're going to get, the biggest A-list celebrity, or, people off of like E or whatever. So you never know.
And don't people get really violent and aggressive?
Oh yeah, I've almost been knocked down quite a few times. Actually, recently I was photographing Giselle, and almost got knocked down by a bunch of photographers. So it's, it happens.
Why are they so violent? They're like paparazzis, right?
It's a funny thing because, you want to get their photo and they want to give it to you, but, all you need is like 5 seconds, you know what I mean? But there's always one that wants to push too hard or whatever, and it ruins it for everybody else.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
what can you do? What can you do?
Yeah, I don't know. People that are watching this, they see the interviews, they go online, they look at images of these different celebrities and different blog sites. They think it's so easy in reality, but the reality is it's really not. We work hard to bring you guys content.
I mean, my feet hurt, my back hurts, you know what I mean? I'm working like 12, 14-hour days. It is hard work.
And who do you shoot for?
I shoot for the W Hotel and for Creative Nails.
Oh, cool. Creative Nails is like a website or something?
Yeah, you can look them up. They have a website. They do all the nails for backstage.
Nails?
Nails, yeah, all the little...
Oh, so you actually shoot hands, fingernail polish, stuff like that?
Very close-up beauty. All the models are always going like this, and, so it's very sexy, I'd rather be back there than, shooting celebrities.
So shooting sexy models doing this and whatever else.
Touching their faces, maybe anything else, maybe, who knows.
They get to touch your face?
Hey, they do, actually.
Hey, they rub your beard like, hey, sexy, what the hell are you
girls like
doing?
this beard, Usually, I grew up just for Fashion Week.
Awesome, and to keep your face warm because it's cold as hell outside.
Yeah, it is freezing cold.
Wow. Hey, man, well, thank you so much for your
Thank you,
time.
yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Good luck.
Hey, you too. We got 3 more days and we're done with this craziness.
Oh, dude.
I was gonna say, all the craziness and madness backstage at Fashion Week. I don't know how we do it. We're here with Beth at the Rebecca Taylor Show. You look stunning today.
You say that to everyone.
No, only to you. So what are you wearing?
I am wearing Rebecca Taylor.
Wow. Can we pan up and down and look at her outfit?
Thank you.
Look at that. So what have you been up to?
Not many shows, just my favorite designers. That's why I'm here at Rebecca Taylor. I love her clothes. They're so girly and feminine and so pretty.
And so what else are you doing besides attending Fashion Week? Are there any little projects you're working on or something?
Yeah, something huge that's coming up, but I can't really talk about it. But I'm planning my wedding, so that's exciting.
So
that's
when are
another project that I'm actually actively working on.
When are you guys going to get married?
In October. Very exciting. So I'm kind of looking at designers for possible dresses and.
So everyone out there that doesn't know, she's going to get married to Howard Stern.
I hope.
I hope, Howard, you have to marry her. She's beautiful, and if you don't, I'll take her away. Actually, he'll probably hate me for that. Well, you look very stunning.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy the rest of your fashion week.
Nice to see you. Good luck as well through
Thank you
carrying
so much.
on through all the shows.
I know, it's been a hard week. I'm glad it's at the end. We have one more day, and then we're
One
done.
more day, right?
Yeah, today and then tomorrow.
This will be a good day, and then you're home free.
Yes,
It's all
absolutely.
good.
Thank you so much.
Nice to see you.
Nice seeing you.
Mwah.
We're back on a runway.
We are too. We're gonna get to walk it.
Do you want to? Can I come up and walk down? Okay,
We'll
come on.
walk down.
Okay, we're gonna walk down and then we'll come up. So I'm gonna walk the runway with Carol.
walking with you.
How do we do? Hand in hand? Okay, ready? Now we're gonna strut. How's that good? Is that good?
Swing the hips.
My hips, but I'm not a man. What am I saying? What am I saying? Okay, I'm sorry. I am a man. I'm not a woman. See, Jay Alexander, Miss Jay is a friend of mine, and he would have been like, "Oh, Rocco, what the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, exactly. I was almost thinking, wait a minute, I thought you were a man.
Let me check.
The last time.
Yes, I'm a man. I just checked. I'm a man. I'm not a woman. What am I saying? So the last time we spoke, we talked about your food and
Yes.
all organic and a book and how's
all
everything
raw.
going?
Great. You know, the first Eating in the Raw went USA Today bestseller. So we did the second book, which is the Raw 50. And now I'm turning my attentions to doing a fiction book about the modeling industry. But it's based on my life, but it's a fictional character. So I bring my experiences with the modeling industry to the book, but it's based, on my life, but it's fictional.
No,
And hopefully, wait a minute, I even have a film coming out this year, finally. I mean, I've done so many, then sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't, but National Lampoon is going to release our film. It's called the, should I say this on polite TV?
Yeah.
Homo erectus.
Oh, that's funny. And what does that have to do with homo something?
No, it's about a caveman. It was the funniest script I ever read, and if they keep true to the script, it'll be the funniest movie you've ever seen. And it's with Ali Larter from Heroes, and
Wow.
David Carradine, and Issei Morales, Talia Shire, me.
That's awesome. Well,
Awesome.
congratulations on all the
Thank you.
success. Well, what did you think about the Joanna Mastroianni show?
Is that what we're here to talk about?
Well, not
Oh,
all,
let's
but I
talk
want
about all this other stuff. I'm sorry. Okay, Joanna show. Actually, I'm a big fan of Joanna because not only was it that I've kind of grown up with her through the industry, but I really think that she's got a great attention to detail. She chooses beautiful fabrics. She loves the woman's body. She's elegant. She's wearable. I mean, I think those are the big things, being elegant, wearable, and loving a woman's body, because sometimes these designers, they create things that you just can't ever see yourself wearing.
And not only is she an amazing designer, but she's actually an amazing person too.
She's a very good person. She's a good friend of mine, her and her boyfriend, Gideon. I mean, I shot a lot of stuff for Vogue with Gideon Lewin. And I always come to support her show. Unfortunately, this time I wasn't home to get my outfit, so I'm not wearing Joanna, which is a bummer because certainly when you wear Joanna, you feel elegant and sexy.
Well, the next time we have that issue, we'll go backstage after one of the models walk back. We'll go backstage, knock them down, rip off their outfit, put it on you, and come back out.
Exactly what we'll do, because I saw a couple of outfits there that I was like, wow, she should have sent me that. I would have worn it. I would have sent somebody to my house to pick it up.
What little tip can you give us about the food in the book? Just a little tidbit so people can, be enticed to go look at the book and get more of information from it. And
Well,
about it.
the thing is that when I say raw, people think I run down to the barn and rip the leg off the cow. The truth of the matter is that there's so many amazing things that are raw. For example, there's a restaurant here in New York that does raw tiramisu. Okay? Raw
It's really
ice
good.
cream with no animal products in it, and it's healthy for you. It's healthier for you than a ham sandwich. So truthfully, when you think about raw food, expand your mind. Don't think about just, bloody meat or something. It's not like that at all.
We don't go take the...
Yeah, I
right
don't
into
go
the
like
cow.
down to the barn and rip the leg off, no.
We're here with Custo Barcelona. Your show's about to start. People are in the back getting ready. The model's getting dressed. Hair and makeup. Are you excited?
Well, of course, we have to show in 14 minutes the work of 6 months.
So you have like worker bees in the back getting everything organized.
Yeah, well, this is the idea. I hope
So
so.
tell me, for fall 08, what's the inspiration this season? The color palette, the fabric?
Yeah, the idea we call classic experimental, because the starting point was taking concepts, classic concepts, and then we transform, we change, we translate into a final language of experimental.
I notice with your colors and patterns and shapes, you have a strong mark, strong brand. I can see people walking in the streets. Oh, that's Custo Barcelona. And they're like, yes, yes, yes. What made you come into this? What was the evolution?
Well, I think our DNA is color. It seems that color is something foreign to the people, but well, color exists forever, you know. And we use a lot of color, graphism, because graphic design. We try to bring graphic design into fashion collections, and also the fusion of materials. I think for these three DNAs is recognizable, our project.
And what different types of fabrics did you utilize for your fall collection this season?
Well, we use two kinds of fabrics, dull fabrics and shiny fabrics. For shiny fabrics we use silk, acetate, viscose, and for dull fabrics mainly wool, and mercedes cotton.
And if you could define the Costa Barcelona woman to wear the clothes, who is that woman?
Well, we keep in mind a woman that has a young spirit, a woman that like to express her individuality, and also a woman that has a sense of humor.
So Joanna, where are your clothes manufactured?
They're manufactured not only in America but here in New York. So I'm really very proud of that.
Yeah, I someone told me that, and I had to ask you that. I think that's amazing because a lot of other people, I don't want to name names, but make their clothes overseas. So you actually make them here, so the money when people buy your clothes stay in our country, which is an awesome thing.
Yeah, that's very important to me, and also for me it's really, really important to have control on the product. And one of the reasons that you're going to be looking at garments and you're going to see the detailing, the quality, and the standards is because it's really hands-on.
So when the people buy your clothing, they get an approval by you. It's you went there, you saw it, you touched the fabric, you felt it, you were in the factory. It wasn't people overseas, right?
Oh, no. It's not even done in a factory. It's done in my design room right under in our space.
Oh, wow.
So it's all like really, to me, when you're dealing with luxury and when you're dealing with couture, it's how do you take something and make it look as magnificent, as luxurious as possible. And the only way that you can really do it is by having control of all of the above.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, it's good to know at least when we buy her clothing, we know exactly what we're getting. We know that we got the stamp of approval from you, so thank you. I'm backstage with Alexander. Your show was amazing. It just ended. Tell me about the inspiration, the color palette, the collection, all about it.
Oh my God. Okay. So we took inspiration from geometric shapes. We forgot completely about the woman's shape and the woman's body, and create like beautiful and different silhouettes, very loose from the body. And we began the show like it was very dark, all in black, and then the cut could be seen like more evidently when the show became like colorful, when you see the color blocks and the shapes and all the geometry came.
Tudo bom?
Tudo. Thank you.
Good. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm here front row with RX. Her collection was amazing. It just showed right here in Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, Fall 08 in New York. I want to know all about your collection, the fabrics, the inspiration, the everything.
Well, my inspiration was I just had a baby boy, my first child, and I was just thinking about how life would be with a boy and how my life would go and what I'd be doing. So I just wrote everything down, and I came up with like sporting things like fishing and hunting and playing, and I also what he might be wearing. So I played a lot with collars and different ways to reinvent or look at a collar. Wow. So it has a masculine bent to it, but it's also feminine. I brought in my feminine side.
Now, if you could define briefly the person that would wear the clothing, who is that?
Who would wear it? I think just like a girl that loves fashion, but not. It's like about her more, and the clothes come out. It's not so much about what she's wearing, but that she wants to look great and feel beautiful.
Now, what about the fabrics and the color palette that you used?
I went with a more subdued color palette. Usually I use a lot of more color and brighter colors, but I went with a lot of shades of gray, and then I threw in the teal and the olive and the rust to just throw in some color, and then the neon underneath things.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Thank you. I'm here standing on the runway with David and Philippe from Blonde. I have to say, first, before I start asking you about the show, I want to tell you what I thought about the show. I've been involved in the fashion industry since I was 17 years old and modeled blah, 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 all over Europe, came to the States. This has to be the best show I've seen here this season, and one of the best shows I've ever seen ever. I thought I was in Paris again. I was like, my God. So bravo, bravo, bravo. Now tell me about your inspiration and all that good stuff.
Well, thank you. I can't even talk. I'm so.
Did I blow you away?
Yeah, you blew me away. It was from the '80s. It was directed by Ridley Scott. It's like the perfect.
David Bowie was in it.
No, he wasn't. Oh, that was Labyrinth. That was
sorry,
Labyrinth.
wrong movie.
Very close. Very close. Yeah, it was inspired by that and another picture called Wonderwall with Jane Birkin. It's just about a fairy tale in the city. That's kind of like what our lives are like. It's it's all about the characters you meet in everyday life. And, our line isn't necessarily for blondes, it's like, for any woman, we're inspired by all women.
That's
and
right.
There's
It's
no
a state of mind. You don't have to be blonde to be blonde. They keep telling everyone, they're like, oh, why can I wear this? Or I can't wear this. I'm not blonde. I'm like, you don't have to be blonde to be blonde. It's true. I'm not a real blonde, but I am. It's my state of mind,
Yeah, it's just about having fun, not taking it too seriously. Fashion is an escape. And it's,
It
something
should-
that,
totally is
people
an
should
escape.
indulge in,
Right.
Yeah.
Indulge in blonde.
Yeah, I dyed my hair blonde at one time and burnt my scalp.
Oh,
I'm
I know
actually-
the feeling. I know the feeling.
I'm like,
I think I did that yesterday, actually.
So, I was told when I was backstage waiting to interview you guys have just a stupid amount of celebrities that you dress. Tell me all about that.
Stupid.
It's just stupid,
It's
stupid,
stupid,
silly.
Stupid, fabulous.
It's stupid, fabulous, and silly.
It is Beyonce, Fergie, Dita. It's
Christina Aguilera. It's been quite a few people, and we enjoy
Minnie
we enjoy
Driver.
working with those girls because they get to like really, do what they want and really go all out. You know what I mean? It's the drag queen in every girl. You know.
Well, I've been telling everyone, Blonde is a stage girl. She's a performer. She's, a burlesque girl. She's on stage all the time. It's all about, she's a showgirl. So that's basically it.
Yeah, it's just there's little parts of this that you can pull into everyday life. I know that our stuff isn't always so wearable. In our perfect world, it would be, but throw a little crystal here and there once in a while with your khakis and tea.
And I noticed that the detailing of the stitching, and tell me about that.
Well, well,
it takes a lot of time and a
I'm
lot of effort,
worn
and a lot of people.
I'm extremely worn out. I'm glad actually it's all over. I can now enjoy my fashion week and actually wear all of my shoes and go crazy and party and not have to worry about, our show anymore. But I can't wait to see pictures.
Wow. All right, so what was your inspiration this season?
Inspiration. What was your inspiration this season?
The inspiration
That's
this
fabulous.
season
Good question.
was restriction. We limited ourselves. We were very
ourselves.
It
Edited.
was edited. It was very
long and lean.
Yeah, long, lean, edited, restricted,
dark,
strict, dark. All those words.
There you go.
Masculine.
What about the color palette and fabrics?
Dark.
Gray.
So the darker the better?
Stripe. The darker. Well, some people believe darker the better.
Define the man that would wear your clothes.
Oh, I think
Strong, confident.
Does he go from Sam Moritz to St. Bart's?
No, I wouldn't say that.
I think Ducky Brown's for any man, and I think there's always pieces in every collection that every man can wear.
We're backstage with Michelle Smith, the designer of Millie. Are you nervous? Your show's about to start in a few minutes.
No, this is the fun part. The work is done.
I think my stomach would be turning upside down and butterflies flying around and all that. How do you feel?
I feel great. I don't get nervous.
So you're all excited, psyched up. You're about to show the world your collection.
Yes.
So
all the hard work.
Tell us about the collection.
The collection, it's very New York City uptown girl. It's dress up clothes. It's all about getting dressed up and wearing luxurious fabrics.
And the color palette that we're going to see this season.
Everything goes back to black, but it's accented with a very shocking watermelon pink and dark gray. I think looks very chic with black.
And what was your inspiration specifically when you sat down to say, fall 08, how am I going to do this?
When I sit down to design the collection, I'm really thinking about designing my perfect wardrobe for myself and what I want to wear. And I was really in the mood to get dressed up this season. So I just did very, very luxurious fabric, some poof skirts, some bold dramatic silhouettes. It's a very fun, festive season.
So then all of your customers, when they actually buy the clothing and they purchase it, they put it on, they're putting on what you would wear yourself personally, is that right?
Nothing goes into the collection that I wouldn't wear myself.
That's interesting, that's cool. Because normally I think sometimes people design commercially and they design for their customer, but You design for yourself, so
Very theatrical runway shows with clothes they wouldn't wear, but I really try to show clothes that I would actually wear.
all right, Vicky, tell me about the inspiration this season. Tell me all about it.
Inspiration, it's a group of young in the 70s, boys and girls living together in a campus in the field. They live in a camper and they like to go around like the hippie style, but I have catch this idea and I have transfer in our contemporary era. So everything is changing, it's changed the material, the fabrics, so you have the same attitude, that print, that fantasy, that models, but more chic, more different material, more glamour, more elegant. So it's very strong, anyway it's very young because the graphic is strong, but the color, they are more, more sophisticated.
Grazie molto.
Prego,
Ci vediamo.
ciao.
Prego, prego, ciao. We're backstage with Nanette Lepore. Your show was amazing. It just ended. How do you feel? Do you have butterflies in your stomach, or is there a sign
I
of
have
relief?
a great sense of relief, and I feel happy that we were able to achieve a shorter show. It was all about editing this season. So I usually show 48 looks. This time we showed 28 looks. So for me, it was a big step. I feel like I grew up. I learned editing for the first time. So we have looks that are all mainly more evening, but there's more in the showroom that shows the more casual parts of the line, which I was afraid to give up.
Okay, so where did you pull from for this collection this season?
Well, it was about going out to a fabulous cocktail party, dressing up in your sexiest suit or your hottest lace dress, and feeling good and confident enough to arrive at a cocktail party in a tiara, and just being able to pull it off and being really all about being sassy and sexy.
I noticed that. I saw there was a sexual flair that I was like, wow, that's pretty sexy, especially the long black gloves, and I found that very, very appealing.
It was lovely, wasn't it? And we told the models to be sassy and smile. I think people will be talking about how the models actually had an expression on their faces this time.
If you could define the brand, who is the woman that would wear the clothing?
Someone who has a busy, full life that's working and going out a lot, and or not necessarily working, but someone who's doing things often and needs a lot of versatility in their wardrobe. Someone who feels confident and wants to feel good in their clothes, and somebody very sexy and sassy.
I like sexy and sassy. Now, what about the color palette and the fabrics that you utilized for your collection this season?
Well, black and white was the base, and from there I jumped into lots of shades of pale pink up to fuchsia and little hints of teal to pop it. But mainly it was very classic.